fighter for the Palestinian people, and I feel it's very important, especially as an African American woman, to be here, show solidarity and support with anyone who's oppressed.
Is it your impression that times are changing a bit in terms of the perception of the international community towards Israelis' action? I don't know if you noticed in the last few days, several countries have just cut off diplomatic relations or asked the Israeli ambassador to go home.
You know, I think
something
a lot
new?
of stuff has. I don't know that it's new because I think because the power of the United States.
Well, President Chavez did it before.
Yes. So I'm saying though, because of the idiotic power of the United States to be able to veto anything and everything, that the international presence gets diminished, and we don't in the mainstream media we don't get to hear that the international community for the majority has always been for the Palestinians. We just don't get to hear that. But yes, it's extraordinary and very positive that's happening now.
So the fact that we are aware of these new developments is because also the corporate media is losing power. There isn't a significant, powerful enough alternative media to challenge that.
I think there has to be. I mean, it's called the internet. It's called Twitter, right? That has become the way we get our information. If we were to listen to CNN or MSNBC or CBS, we'll never, ever, ever, ever get the truth of what's really, really going on, right? So we have to go to The Guardian, we have to go to Electric Infantata, we have to go to all sorts of other alternate media that can help us educate us and let everyone know. So that's why it's important for us to be here to spread that word as you're passing by in the car. Maybe it'll change someone's mind.
Let me ask you this about the so-called two-state solution. If you ever seen a piece of a slice, piece of Swiss cheese, that's what the old Palestine looks like. The cheese, the actual cheese, is Israel, and the holes in the cheese is Palestine. So if you were to really get serious about making a two-state country,
I don't believe in a two-state. I don't believe in a two-state. I believe in a one-state. It has to be a one-state. You cannot have an apartheid existence. You just can't. It's illegal. You cannot say you on that line, me on that line. I've never been to Palestine, but my husband has. They have Palestinian roads. They have Palestinian water fountains. They have Palestinian hospitals. People are dying. And it's sad that we really can't militarily do anything about it. Not that it should be the solution. But I just keep thinking, why does it keep happening? Why are all these people getting killed and we can't do anything? But this is what we can do. And letting the media know, and letting the media know, and letting people know that we cannot stand for this anymore. And a two-state solution is ridiculous. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. It can't happen. There's no peace that way.
Well, I think Paul Hemingway put it kind of nicely. A military solution can be imposed with the barrel of the gun, but there's no assurance that it would be a fair one.
Well, that's what we see right now, right? There's no competition between Israel's bombing Gaza and Hamas and whoever else might be there throwing these tiny missiles, of course. There's no comparison. But what they are saying is we want to defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves. And everybody thinks it's just because of the 3 Israeli kids who were kidnapped. Horrific, horrible. There are children dying every day. Every 1 hour. Every 1 hour, right?
Kids die.
So you can't make comparisons.
Palestinian,
you can't. It's sort of like saying, I'm a racist. How can I be a racist, right? When it's about oppression. Who can I oppress? I can't oppress anyone, right? I have no power, right? So it's about definition. It's about understanding language. And right now, it is virtually impossible to think in this day and age that we can have a two-state solution because there's not enough territory. Why? Because they keep taking it back. The Israelis keep taking and taking and taking. Their objective is to annihilate the Palestinian people. That's all they've ever wanted to do. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's in literature. It's everything. That's all they want to do. They do not want to live in peace. But the Palestinian people are not going away. They're not going away.
You're aware of the fact that within 24 hours after the kidnapping of the 3 kids, within 24 hours they knew that they were dead, and yet they went around kidnapping, destroying houses, arresting people, killing people, bombing people.
There is an article in the New York Times saying that
Hamas. I mean, I think what we're mistaken is that imagine you're asleep in your house and the police bang down your door and take pictures of your children in the middle of the night. How does that happen? Nobody's committing any crime. Children. They're taking pictures of children. Babies are dying because their mother can't get across the border to go to a hospital. I mean, that's inhumane. These are international, humanitarian, what's the word I'm trying to say, you guys?
crimes.
I don't know. What am I trying to say? Thank you. Human violations, right? It's genocide. It's and no one. And here's the thing: the Israeli lobbying power is extraordinary. Extraordinary. And that's what we're fighting against. That's what we're fighting against. And at some point we have to stand up. At some point Obama has got to say enough. So maybe in his last year when nothing really matters anymore, he'll say okay, enough.
Your name again?
Lisa Gay Hamilton.
Why the progressive voices in Hollywood are too silent right now?
I think for the most part because everybody wants to work. I'm unemployed right now, so it doesn't really matter, right? So people are very much afraid of the possibility of it looking bad. Look at Alicia Keys. They begged Alicia Keys, do not go perform in Israel. Do not go perform in Israel. Do you understand what's happening? Where's that other chick? Where'd I go? Robin. What's that other chick with the blonde hair? Who's Lucy? What's her name? She's on the...
But Alicia Keys went?
Oh, yes!
Did she say anything?
She sang!
What?
She sang!
No, did she say anything?
Oh, yes, she said she's for love and peace.
Oh.
She's for love and peace. So that's the mentality we're dealing with. And I'm sure her manager said, honey, don't go there.